Hello tout le monde, nous sommes de retour du coup pour cette quatrième game de la journée, hein, quatrième game qui va opposer Dakar South Boys contre Rashkid Boys. Donc 12e semaine, je suis au cast avec Zalti qui cast en anglais et Medoun qui va nous rejoindre après. So Zalti, welcome back after your stunning lose.
You win some, you lose some. What can I say?
Yes, but I think you lose many.
You're also part of this team. Let me
Huh?
remind you.
Yeah,
So
if I don't play, I don't
we.
lose. No, I'm joking. I'm
Oh no
joking.
no, you lose too.
I'm just joking. I'm just. So now, yes, there is two team. I don't know if you remember about those team. You know, Rashki Boys who play yesterday last week against 12, I think.
Yes, I remember Dakar DKS because I cast them last week. They
Yes.
had some really good picks. They had some really interesting picks against BHL. I really enjoyed their creative style, even though it didn't work later on in the game.
Yes. So for the ban, you can.
So DKS banned Vladimir, Mordekaiser, and Master E. And on the other side, we have three mid lane bans. They're targeting the mid laner, apparently, with an Anivia, Vel'Koz, and Zed. And
Yes.
then they first picked Illaoi for the top lane, and the response is a Sejuani in the jungle.
There is a
And we're still
reason
waiting for the draft.
every team that play against Dakar Soul Boys ban all the mid laners because Yelele was the carry of this team last season, and every time
Okay.
he could switch a game for lose to win, but I think this year it's not the same carry as we used to see. We was very hype about Yelele last season. You weren't in the community, but we sh- we have a meme Yelele God. We call him Yele God because
Yeah, like God. Okay, well,
he's
he picked Kassadin, so he's still on a very carry champion.
yeah,
So he just needs to play the early game safe, and they need to scale, and then he'll do the big boy damage.
yes, I think, but I don't know if there are these two teams are in the bottom of the tournament. There are Dakar Sud Boys 3 win and 8 lose, I think lost, and Rashki Boy 1 win. So let's see
Okay.
how it done.
So they picked Brand. Rage Quit Boys locked in Brand second, which could technically be flexed between mid and support, but I'm pretty like not a lot of people play him mid, so I'm fairly certain that he would be going support. And then they locked in their top laner, which is Fiora. I think I'm not a top lane player, but I think Fiora has a good matchup against Illaoi. And on the opposite side, there was a Thresh lock-in for the support. Thresh, in my opinion, is good into Brand if he plays it well. If he dodges the stun, Thresh can be very annoying to Brand. The bans, second phase bans, the Rage Quit Boys missed the ban, and their second ban was Aphelios, targeting the AD carry. And for DKS, we have a Gangplank ban, and we're waiting for the last ban. And it is Tristana. The legends of the Rage Quit Boys, Tristana.
Yes, but they banned our Tristana assassin.
I know, I'm really sad. I'll miss the Tristana. Meanwhile, we have a Morgana lock-in, and I appear to have been proven wrong, as it will probably be a Brand mid lane. I don't see a lot of people playing Brand mid lane. And it should be a really easy matchup for Cassading. Like he can just farm and outscale.
I don't know
Uh,
because I think Tafuni plays Brand several times, so let's see about it. And I said, like I said, Yelele is not the same Yelele we used to see in the. My how to say it, my spies tell me that he prefer now play Pokemon. So
a lot of people seem to be playing a lot of Pokemon these days.
yes,
um, we also have a Morgana lock-in from Rage Quit Boys, and it will be paired with the Lucian AD carry. And for DKS, it's Jarvan jungle into the Sejuani and a Jin bot lane. Depending on how they play it's really dependent on how the players play the lane with regards to bot lane, because Brand is, Lucian is a very strong AD carry, but so is Jhin, and Thresh is and the Morgana was a counter to Thresh. So technically, Rage Quit Boys should be set up to win the lane, but it all depends on how they play it.
I think it will be a carry game between XL, because XL was a good player last season. He stopped to play LOL for a long time, and I think he's still ahead from many players in this community. So it will be, I think, Yellow versus XL in this game. But let's see.
Well, the top laner, he got to see his matchup, so he picked the Fiora specifically into the Illaoi. So I guess he feels comfortable in the matchup, and he should be set up to be the carry, as you say.
Yes, Fiora can round down Illaoi.
Yes, that's what I've heard. I'm not a top lane player.
Yeah, the support, so no, it's not.
Support very important to hold.
Yes, it's not too difficult to play, too hard to play support. We know. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you think. So yeah. Whatever you say,
you make shield, and that's it. And you
Okay.
try to ward. Yes, that's your job. Protect your ADC,
Yes.
ADC, and try to ward.
Yes. Based on draft, I would say that Rage Quit Boys actually have a nice team fight between the Sejuani and the Brand, because Brand can do a lot of AoE damage in a team fight. And if Lucian gets ahead in the bot lane, he is also a very strong damage carry. But I don't think they want to 5v5. They want to send their Fiora to a side lane to split push, because Fiora is not the best team fighter in the in League of Legends. And meanwhile, I guess that the DKS strategy would be to just wait until Kassadin hits 16 and just play the early game safer. And they have some early game with Jhin and Thresh. Maybe they're hoping to hold the game with them, and Jarvan as well, and then kind of just play around with their Kassadin when he reaches level 16.
Yes, but I think also the DK3 composition, I don't know. There is no team fight here. I think they just choose their main pick, or the champions are that they are cool to play with. But yes, I think also that
Comfort picks.
Yes, comfort picks. I think also that the Rush Kid Boy team comp it's better.
But it all depends on how on execution. Like I agree with you that DKS doesn't want a team fight probably, but they do have engage with the Jarvan and the Thresh, and Eli can follow up with an ult if the situation presents itself.
I don't think Ilaoi will do so much LTA in this, because you have Sejuani, Brown, Morgana there, a lot of CC for the Ilaoi. Let's see. Yes, it's all will be about execution, like you said.
But I like the Rage Quit Boys' comp better. I agree with you on that part. So we're about to get into game soon. Exciting.
So now I'm gonna this skin of Ilaway should be a dark star too.
I know, I was just impressed with their skin synergy. Look at them, they look so good.
Yes, yeah.
I would like to say that Kassadin opted in for the Electrocute rather than a more defensive rune choice like the Fleet Footwork or Conqueror, because I think Kassadin should be okay into the Brand matchup. And otherwise the runes are pretty normal, I think. Brand is also going for Comet, which I definitely don't like. I think Brand is very, very, very good with Dark Harvest. And I don't agree with the rune choice of Brand, but maybe he thinks he can make it work. Also, there is a teleport discrepancy between the mid laners, so Bran will be running the Ignite while Kassadin has a teleport, so he can move around the map faster if needed. And the Morgana is also going for Comet. We've seen a lot of Morganas going Guardian in this tournament, but this Morgana is very aggressive. So he's going with the Arcane Comet.
Hello, hello, hello. Bonsoir tout le monde.
Oh my god, hello! Sleeping Beauty's back.
Yeah. Alors, Catal, comment ça se passe?
Bah écoute, je te donne le relais, c'est bon? Nice.
Non, tu es supposé casser aussi.
Ouais, mais bon.
Oui, Indies.
Zlati voulait me remplacer, donc je suis ok. Allez, ciao.
Non, elle voulait me remplacer.
Bref, tu es là, alors bonne chance.
So, je vois qu'il y a Dakar Souls against Rage Quit Boys. And we've got the purple DKS.
Check-in.
Non, il faut pas que tu le laisses, Catal. Uh, 11, 12, 13.
Yes, same. Why are you leaving? Okay. I don't know how. Bon appétit.
Okay,
so we have a five-man from.
As you might expect it, our streamer is eating, so he cannot talk, unfortunately. So going back into the game, we've got a good comp from both teams actually. I mean, not necessarily super good, but like decent. And in my opinion, the main matchup will be in top lane because we've got two good players in Chiros and Excels.
I actually want to ask you something about top lane. You play top lane?
A little bit, yeah.
So who wins this matchup? Because Fiora was picked into the Illaoi, like it was picked as a counter.
Yeah, I mean, Illaoi wins the lane. That's pretty obvious because she wins most lanes. But Fiora can hold pretty nicely because all of Illaoi's abilities are slow to come. So she can Q to dodge them or riposte. Mm-hmm. But like she isn't supposed to win lane, but she definitely outscales. That's for sure.
Okay, but
I mean, that lane is playable, 100%.
DKS also Fiora has some really good scaling with the Casa win in the mid lane.
Yeah, true. And I think that XLs, I don't know if you actually know him, but he's like one of the first diamonds in this community. So I think that he just wants to flex, maybe.
Let's see if he can pull it off.
Yeah, because he just came back into the game, so maybe he'll try to get back to his old carry pants.
I heard he's been playing a lot of Pokemon.
That's actually nice. Aggression bot lane.
Oh, first blood, okay.
My screen froze, but it went through at the end.
Okay, let's see how.
And I actually wanted to talk about that as well, because in bot lane there is actually a little mismatch, because Senedark is one of the better players for Rage Quit Boys, and he should be.
I agree, he's a cool dude, this guy.
Yeah, because he casts as well.
Yes, I like him. But the thing that happened, I just saw what happened, is that Thresh missed his hook and the Morgana Q went in, that it hit, so it was a pretty easy first blood, I would say. A bit of a disrespect, I think, on the side of
definitely
DKS, because I don't think they respected the level 2. And that's how it worked. And meanwhile, I was saying that I really don't like the rune choice of Brand. And this was one of my main points before you came.
I mean, Comet is not that bad mid lane, because it's not obvious for him to get the Dark Harvest procs that often in lane.
He would have gotten one here, see? Oh, Gak mid lane! Brand flashed, and I think he's out. Good job from...
I'm a bit late on the stream, I think.
You need to fix it. I'm at 3:52.
Yeah, fixed.
Okay, good. So, very good gank from Chunks.
Yeah, chunks.
He forced the flash of the mid laner, and they wasted no summoners of their own.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sejuani spotted on Crab, but she should be able to get that easily because bot lane has regained priority.
Mm.
But I think the Thresh is really hard to play into the Morgana. You know, depending on how good the Morgana player is, of course. But it's generally not. It was a counter pick by Rage Quit Boy, so this lane is kind of expected to go.
Yeah, and they've got the freeze.
I don't think they'll be able to. Oh, maybe they'll freeze it. I don't know.
Just as Eli got it as well, by the way. And because of the pressure of Jarvan, Fiora couldn't push the lane and contest. So she did lose a lot of CS because of that.
Meanwhile, we have equal CS in the mid lane.
Oh, Morgana. Nice black shield.
Yes, the black shield was on point indeed. But another nice gang by...
Yeah. It was well put.
So I like the fact that Chunks is being very active on this Jarvan, because I think it's a very good early gank champion.
Yeah, but like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Chunks was the one who was playing Pyke last time.
Wait.
He's dead.
Yes, okay. See, he stuck around and he made it work again. Props to this Jarvan. I think he's playing the early game really nicely. And they got all summoners from the bot lane except for these knights. So, very well played to the DKS jungler. See how he's sticking around to help his bot lane push the wave?
And I actually do think that bot lane miscommunicated because Black Shield wasn't up, I think. And that's why...
It's a long cooldown early level.
Yeah, and that's why Lucian got caught.
Meanwhile, there's an XP advantage in the mid lane and Kassadin is starting to win the trades, which is very bad news for Brand, because he just got very chunked in a single trade.
Yeah, but he still kills Kassadin with his full combo right now.
Sejuani was thinking about ganking top lane, but thought better of it. I agree completely. I think that would have been a double kill for Illaoi. And I think I haven't seen Fiora parry even one of the Illaoi E's, by the way.
I don't think that the parry works on the E. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's just what I said. Because I do think that one of the Fiora mains I was talking to told me, like some months ago or years ago, that you should actually repost or parry the W, because then she couldn't spawn one more. Something like that. I'm not totally sure though.
I mean, I would believe you more than me anyway. Meanwhile, top lane is going very well for the Illaoi. She has a 30 CS lead, and Fiora is forced back. And she also lost her flash. I missed that, but Fiora also has no flash.
Yeah.
And Illaoi is rushing armor. He has... Oh! Okay.
Electrocute. That's what it does.
Yeah, well played to the mid laner. I heard good things. Katal was telling me before you came that this guy was very good.
Yeah. I mean, he's still good, but like the level of competition has risen up. Really. And unfortunately for him, his team didn't match up that well.
Yeah, tell me about it. Bot lane tried to freeze a little bit, but they failed their freeze. Well, okay. This game is kind of slow. We have a 700 gold lead for DKS.
And it's only on top lane in jungle, by the way.
Jarvan just ran into Brand. Brand nice dodge on the EQ, but he's gonna be caught in the ult, and he has no flash, so that'll be Brand dead. And Kassadin collects another kill, and this is not looking good for...
At all.
Kassadin winning the early game is never good news. Meanwhile, Fiora is still getting very heavily bullied. She's at a level disadvantage right now.
And is a lot of CS behind.
Yeah.
And it's actually worth noting that Eli built Bramble Vest. That's gonna really F the Fiora.
Yeah, I was playing
really
against
bad.
Fiora. I was playing top lane in the game. And I was
That's
lane.
really well played.
Jin
Nice
had to
aggression.
heal.
Really nice aggression.
Very, very nice. I really like it, but I think they overstepped here.
No, I think that Morgana should have like body blocked that. At least the first hit. But that's unfortunate.
I think they're both dead. Morgana should die.
Yeah.
Should die. Oh, yep, she's dead. And again, very well played by the jungler who was there at the exact right time. And meanwhile, Fiora's dead. I can't say I didn't see that coming, to be fair.
Yeah, it's looking grim. Actually grim.
It really is. Okay. And on the bot lane, Jin used heal. And why do you think? Like, I don't think they. I don't know. I don't think they picked a good time to trade because they didn't know where the jungler was, and there was no possibility that the jungler would be bot side. So even though the aggression was like nice, I think they lost this even without Jarvan. By the way, after the disengage, I think that Jin would have killed Lucian.
And that's why I said that I think that Morgana should have body blocked one of the Jin hits, just one, and then they could
But
dash.
Morgana was backing off because they saw Jarvan.
Yeah.
So,
no,
maybe she should have tried to stay because they were dead anyway.
Yeah. Was more talking about the 2v2 to be honest, but I think that at this point only bot lane could do something for Rage Quit Boys, unfortunately. And if Jarvan keeps going bot lane, it's really bad for them, considering the fact that Sejuani isn't doing much and is falling behind in CS even.
I don't know how Sejuani is still level 5, and it feels like Jarvan has just out-jungled her completely. He's been all over the map and just very well played chunks overall.
Yeah.
He snowballed his bot lane, he gave them a lead after they lost first blood. So very
and
well played for that.
He also took Brand's flash, came back to kill the Brand. Meanwhile, Sejuani wasn't doing much, and is still behind in CS, so...
And XP, she's level 6 to the level 7 of Jarvan.
Yeah, that's...
She just dinged 6 as well, so that's not very good, I must say.
Yeah, only bot lane is looking really nice right now.
And the Morgana is going AP as well. I'm not sure I agree with this choice, but...
if she feels like he needs to do damage for his team to win, then...
But she's also taking her AD carry CS consistently.
No, 5 CS, that's...
She just W'd the backline minions and they all died. And when I do that, my AD carry flames me. Even when I'm not going AP.
Yeah, because that's flame worthy, to be honest. I would lie. I would have flamed you if you did that, because taking those CS and freezing are pretty important.
Yes, Kassadin sees the Morgana, but he's playing aggressive nonetheless, and he uses the stopwatch. I don't think he needed to use the stopwatch. We have a fail flash Q from Morgana, then a flash in from Brand, and a flash out from Kassadin. So Kassadin's out. I think he shouldn't have used his stopwatch.
And I think that those flashes were not necessary as well.
No.
Because Brand ult alone cannot kill you.
Yeah, I think Kassadin didn't need to flash. Yes, I completely agree.
I don't think Brand should have flashed as well, but it was the safer solution for Kassadin, so as long as he's alive and can scale quietly but nicely, he's fine.
We have Herald being started by DKS, and I think they're going to get it. No one's going to contest. Then I'm waiting for the moment where Sejuani will actually do some PvP instead of just farming her jungle. Meanwhile, let Koji do.
Do not spoil. Do not
I'm
spoil.
not spoiling. I just said
Yeah.
Oh, that hook was so close in the bot lane. Oh, if that hit, this guy was dead. And I think, we have two fights going on at the same time. The bot lane Jin ulted. No kills are gonna come of it. And Fiora and Illaoi were also trading very aggressively, but Fiora looks to me like she's starting to win the trades a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
maybe it's,
she's playing a bit less cocky, in my opinion. Like, she isn't going all in all the time. She's just doing short trades, like dodging, then queuing, stuff like that.
I think that's how you're supposed to play Fiora, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you play Fiora?
Yeah,
I hate
I'm
Fiora
Master
players.
6 Fiora. I'm Master
Yeah, I
6.
hate
and
Fiora
have
players.
2 Master 7 tokens. So, pretty good.
Very nice for Illaoi. He managed to stop Fiora's back, and top lane tower is very close to falling. I think he just doesn't want to push it right now. I think he just wants to keep her in lane a little bit longer, keep the lanes as they are, and maybe try to kill her. And he's doing a lot of damage. I think Fiora needs to back here, and the top tower should fall for DKS.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jarvan is working really nice, clearing vision with Cassidy. They're working together. I really like that. No one's going alone. And they're playing around Drake. I think that's their next objective. But they should be careful because Illaoi just used his teleport top lane to get the tower. So he would need to be around if, in the case of a potential
Black
fight.
Shield.
Yeah, Morgana made a mistake.
Oh,
She shielded.
yeah.
She shielded herself because Trent
Yeah.
was walking to her.
But they can still take the kill on Jarvan, yeah, absolutely. But like Cassidy is there as well.
Is here. Sejuani finally made an appearance.
Too late though.
Yes, it was a little bit too late as Cassidy had the better rotation than the brand. And he also has the XP lead, the level lead, and the CS lead. So I think things are looking great for DKS.
Yeah, 5k
their
at
main
15
carry.
minutes with the Cassidy.
He is even skipping Rod, this guy. He's very confident in himself.
Yeah, I mean, Kiren used to not buy Rod a lot.
Not buying Rod is disrespectful. Not
I don't
buying
think
Rod
so.
is saying I'm gonna snowball the hell out of this game.
Yeah, but he actually is snowballing.
No,
And-
he is. I'm not saying that he isn't, but it's still disrespectful.
No, it's not. It's not.
I think
It's-
Thresh should be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, a very nice stopwatch, but there is a TP coming in from Fiora. Fiora's gonna try to get some kills here, but the kill goes to Brand.
Brand.
Fiora. Auto attack? No, she auto attacked the tower.
2 times, actually.
Fiora still manages to get 1 kill, but it's at the cost of a tower in the top lane. Her TP, and I think he's probably mobbing for these auto attacks on the tower. I would be. It was really tragic.
Yeah. We can feel that he's just coming back into the game.
Yes.
You'll
we
be great
definitely
again,
can.
son. Don't worry.
Yeah, you have to believe. You have to believe in him.
And he's a main ADC as well.
Oh.
I mean,
okay.
yeah, he was.
I get it. Meanwhile, Senadark himself is having a solid game. He has a CS advantage. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the lane just didn't go very well.
Yeah.
Very nice ganks. Very well played by the Jarvan and kind of Morgana here. Very disrespectful.
Why
Oh
did
my
she
God.
emote? The Cassidy.
Oh my God! This Morgana just disrespected Cassidy completely, and I think this is Drake. And also, there's a Herald being set up. I think they were running out of time, so the Herald is just gonna walk bot lane.
A level 12 Cassidy, who is almost 2000 CS, who is 4-0 at 17 minutes.
He's gonna get a lot.
I'm not gonna say
oh my
that
God,
it's
look at his
doomed.
damage.
But
I
like,
would like to say that he did almost the same amount of damage to Brand just with his Q. Oh, but he might eventually.
he might die.
I'm pretty sure he dies.
Yeah,
Cassidy also playing very disrespectful.
that's what happens when you're super fit and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna
That's what
style.
happens when you skip Rod.
Or when you wanna
Meanwhile-
silent people.
Meanwhile, 3 people are going on Illaoi. She doesn't seem too worried. She doesn't seem too worried. Nope.
At all.
I really don't think she cares. Not even popping the ult, just chilling, kiting them back. They can't do anything to her, and they back off. I
Yeah,
don't think there's anyone who can match Illaoi, to be fair.
yeah, just playing some PvE with the minions while people are attacking her.
Yeah, just
I mean, what could go
chilling.
wrong? This is fine.
Of course, it's fine. It's Illaoi, balanced champ.
It's a Fedilaoi. She's almost at Flame Horizon, by the way.
Okay. The ult, but I think
She should be dead now.
the flash, she went back in, but I think I think this
She should be
the
dead.
death.
But Cassidy is
But
coming.
there's a
Cassidy is
TP.
coming.
There's a TP. Cassidy has saved his top laner, and I think he's gonna collect the
Okay,
Morgana.
double kill, at least.
There's no stun, but I don't think he goes further because he knew that Sejuani would be there. So
Yeah, Sejuani.
for respectful this time after he died. I
Yeah,
don't think he's very happy about the fact that he died. You know,
it was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call. A discipline.
Yeah. Nice ult mid to clear the wave. Good job for my boy Senadark, but this Kassadin is just too fed.
Fed, yeah. She's gonna die though.
By the way, I just want to note what Thresh was doing there, just standing and tanking the tower. So Kassadin could not tank it. Like Thresh had the aggro, but Brand flashed on him. So Kassadin is dead. But he does so much damage.
Because he's fat. I do think that Senadark should have gone mid for this team because he's the better mid laner for sure, and he actually carries a lot. I mean, he means solo lane, right? So
yeah, I don't know what he means actually.
Nah, he actually means mid lane and top lane.
So why did they send him AD carry?
I do think that this brand is a comfort for Tafwini, so they just wanted to put them on it, put him on it. I think.
Okay, I understand.
But yeah, I don't think it was better for the team.
Kassadin is going. Kassadin just doesn't care about anyone anymore. He's almost on his Lich Bane, and if his damage is like this now without the Lich Bane,
and he's fighting really well actually.
He is. He's playing really well. Yelele. Yeah. Living up to the hype that Katao predicted, Sejuani was unable to hit the blast cone, and this game is looking more and more like a win for DKS.
It is a win. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Nobody can handle Illaoi in the top lane. They need to send at least 4 people, and this.
And we have got the Flame Horizon, by the way, 100 CS ahead for Illaoi.
Is that what it is? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yes. Okay, never mind. Yes, good job to Illaoi. Played the lane perfectly, and I would like to reiterate once again that the Fiora was picked into the Illaoi.
Yeah.
So too bad for Rage Quit Boys. Their counter pick not really working. But didn't you say, okay, if you said that Senadark plays solo lanes and Fiora was an AD carry main,
yeah.
Why?
I do not know. Question. I do not know.
I mean, at least to me, in theory, it makes a lot more sense.
I mean, I do think that Senadark is a main mid lane. That's for sure.
This Morgana is very dead.
I've got to think that...
Oh, that actually killed him. No, he lives? Question mark?
Yeah. That was close.
Lantern by Thresh. This Kassadin is playing very aggressive. I think the fact that he skipped Rod, I think he thinks he's tankier than he actually is. So I think he should be careful on how aggressive he goes. A very nice ult by Illaoi.
Not care.
I really like how he held his ult until the CC was already off him. Like, he waited out the Sejuani stun and then he pressed R. I think that was very well played. But I think that DKS should start, pushing, turning their kills into objectives. I mean, they've had perfect Drake control, but I think they should also try to crack the mid lane. Because that tower is just preventing them from going even more freely into the jungle.
I think that what they are doing is mostly fine, given that nobody can match Illaoi, so she's just gonna push lanes, and even if 2 people come, they would not be able to kill her, so they're gonna have free objective control with that. I think
they just can't crack this tower, you know? And with this tower, it would be much easier to play the aggressive style they want to play, because they can get more vision, they can play around that. But maybe they can afford not to and just go.
I think that they're just going for the safe route of like the level 16 Kassadin power spike.
If that's so, they should send him to a side lane and not share XP with him mid. I would like to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been 3 people mid for the last 3 to 4 minutes of the game, and I think Kassadin should just go bot lane. I don't know why he's still in the mid lane. He's just walking around, he's just looking for kills. This Kassadin is hungry. He's got his Lich Bane now.
I'd like to think that they want to crack the mid tower now. That's why they all say mid.
But Brand has really good wave clear, and Lucian keeps ulting the wave and not actually giving them the opportunity.
Yep.
So I think just like DKS wants to take the mid tower, what Rage Quit Boys want to do is just hold the mid tower. So they're just staying there and trying to fight for it. Meanwhile, Morgana is trying to do something top. I don't think she can do anything top.
She cannot. She can't.
Ilao is just like having the game of his life, just chilling, killing everyone, doing insane damage. Kassadin has finally gone bot lane, by the way. Listen to me, good boy. And the Sejuani is there, but I don't think they can.
I do think that they should dive the brand with Jarvan.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think that's what Jarvan is waiting to do. I think that's the plan. There we go. But Bland flashes out, but the W from Jin hits. And I don't think the flash from Thresh was necessary, but kill secured, and mid lane tower finally falls. Which is unfortunate because, you know, they can't stay mid lane all the time. Senator said, pick up his second item, but now he got hooked.
Oh, he's
dead.
Okay, that's over.
Yes, this game is over. I agree. Well, I like the idea from Rage Quit Boys, their comp. They had a nice team fight comp. I actually preferred their comp. However, that was given on the fact that I thought that the fact that the Fiora was picked into the Illaoi counter pick. Ooh, they have a kill.
She can still do things, but like not against that Illaoi and that Kassadin right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think just the game accelerated really fast for Kassadin, and he's very fed, and I don't know how they can stop him. I mean, I think the main difference in this game is jungle diff.
True. And mid diff as well, I like to say.
One shot. I think he's dead though. But plays like this can actually, you know, give chances to Rage Quit Boys to come back into the game because Kassadin lost his flash. He doesn't have Zhonya yet, so he's playing very aggressive. And he's not very tanky because of the lack of the vault. And Jin had to blow both summoners. So I actually did like Rage Quit Boys composition more because they have a really good team fight. But that was also based on the fact that I thought that, you know, their jungler would have a little bit more impact on the game. But alas, Sejuani was not present on the map for the first 20 minutes of the game.
I didn't like it that much when I saw it because I don't like brand mid, generally speaking.
Same. I don't as well. But they had a good team comp, like team fight, I think. With the Morgana ult, with the Brand ult, with the Sejuani ult, and then a split pusher in the face of Fiora, so maybe, Illaoi is dead.
They could have the kill, yeah. That's nice.
Once again, disrespectful. And the TP, Kassadin will run away, but they blew his TP, and I think DKS should make this game cleaner.
Yeah, and I do think that Fiora is coming back into the game just like that because she almost has 2 items right now.
Sejuani is dead. He just stopped and just waited to die, I think. I would just like to note, I didn't know before, but their Thresh has a Proto Belt. Nice play by Senator.
That's really
very aggressive into them. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I told you that they didn't really turn their kills into that many objectives. Because they're letting them come back into the game. And the gold lead is still there, but it has shrunk with like at least 2,000 gold. They're taking shutdown after shutdown of big carries. And this Kassadin is now 11-4. And I just think that DKS are still in the lead. Like, I'm not saying the game is lost by any way, but I think they should try to just go for Soul, take Soul point. This is the first thing they should do, and then just do Nashor and try to close out the game before this Fiora actually becomes carry, because she's getting there.
Wait, I need to AFK 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Meanwhile, as we can see, the Illaoi is dead again, and that might have just lost the soul point for KS. Yes, this is a Drake for Rage Quit Boys. And meanwhile, the Fiora is just pushing in the top lane, and the Kassadin seems to be unable to 1v1. But they might fight soon, so he's kind of scared to go in. So I'm not sure about the game. Like BKS just needs to play respectful for sure. They need to stop dying and running in 5 people because Ilaoi did not respect the CC that me and I don't talk in the beginning. So
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back.
welcome back.
So they took the Drake actually.
Yes, because Ilaoi walked in, got CC chained, and died.
Okay, so they are throwing. We've got like
Yes.
7k right now.
It was 10 a little bit ago, so it's
Yeah,
down.
and I'd like to note that like 10 minutes ago it was 7k actually. That's just sad at this point.
Exactly. So we see that the inhibitors has been by the team. And
And now Fiora is getting items, Lucian is getting items.
yes. I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
DKS should still win this, but it should have been a lot more clean.
Oh, I
That's-
completely agree. Completely agree. But now they're doing something good. See, now they're getting vision in the top jungle, trying to trap. This Morgana is really prone to face checking, I've noticed. So I'm
Reminds
really
me of
worried.
someone.
I will let that slide because I'm a nice person. But yeah, they're taking vision topside, but and Ilaoi is meanwhile trying to push the inhibitor, but I think they might get Jarvan here. Yes, Jarvan should
Yeah.
be dead. Actually, great damage from the brand. The brand is coming online with his damage. I told you this is a very heavy damage champion as well if he's allowed to combo.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be allowed. Like, he should be, like, jumped on.
I agree. DKS are making a lot of mistakes. I'm not saying that they've thrown the game yet, but the
Nice ult!
They missed their CC there, so I think Asden is gonna go crazy now. Never mind. Do you know what he did?
He entered the game.
He skipped,
Keep the rod.
and now he's not tanky. Now he gets one shot. Disrespectful.
And Fiora can hold now.
Yes, she can, and I think I'm kind of oof. Never mind that. He ran into the.
The tentacles.
Yes, he just ran it back. But yeah, Fiora is scaling. I would say still about 80 CS behind, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I really think Cassidy regrets skipping Rod at this point of the game. I have to be very honest.
And now Cassidine only has 1k on brand.
Yes, exactly. How can I see that?
By pressing X. And now it's almost even.
Oh, yes.
But he should be dead. He should be dead.
Yes,
Yeah.
he overstayed. Overstayed for sure. I would like to note that the main goal difference is in the jungle. So actually, PKS are not that behind because their jungler is behind for sure. But it's only their jungler. Like their mid laner is pretty even, and top lane is
RQB,
going
you
better
mean?
and better.
You mean Rich Quid Boys?
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. Thank you.
No
We have a trap here by DKS. And no, they're actually starting Baron, but they are on vision, but nobody's moving to contest. Their jungler was bot side for whatever reason. And now I think Baron should be done. I don't think anyone can do anything about that. I don't think they should even go there and try to contest because then they just might die.
They could maybe fight, to be honest. But that's
Not
a bit
anymore.
too late.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Sejuani just missed her ult. And now Ilaoi is really impossible. And Fiora parried the damage of the ult, but Brand is really eating a lot of damage. He ignites, he dodges the Q. Well played to Brand here, I would like to say.
Nice, Tafwini.
Yes, now he has to dodge. Dodge, Brand. But meanwhile, the top inhibitor is falling. Fiora is going in on Cassidine. I think she wins the 1v1 actually against Cassidine without Rod.
I'm not that sure about it.
Senator takes a lot of damage from the 4th gen.
But he's got PD.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. They're just destroying space now. And I don't think they can do. Rage Quit Boys can do anything about it currently. They're just gonna lose one inhibitor for now, but I think the Drake is the really important thing now. I think Rage Quit Boys should just run and try to get it while KS are getting a reset, but they're actually not gonna let them reset. BKS are running directly to Drake, and I think Rage Quit Boys really need to fight them. Fiora is not there though, and Ilaoi has TP.
I mean,
So
she's
does
got TP. She's got TP, and they should fight it. It's an ocean.
They already lost.
What is
so
Sejuani doing?
I have no idea. She's just losing her team the game solo. I think this is GG. I
You're
think
so flamey.
I'm
See,
so sorry. I apologize.
she cannot die anymore because of ocean soul.
Yes, I agree.
Sadly
James
enough.
flashing
And I do
Olivia
think
now.
that it's over now.
Mm-hmm.
GG marched onto the base.
This game was not clean, I would say. DKS almost threw the game. They played so disrespectfully. But the Cassidy with the big damage right now. And yeah, that's GG. Well, good try by Rage Quit Boys, but DKS, you're gonna take that.
GG DKS.
Big GGs.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're getting onto the hard part. The post-game analysis.
Oh.
So, why did they lose? Why did TKS win and why did RQB lose?
I would say the top lane was a very big point because no one could contest Ilaoi for possibly the entire game. Even though she inted a couple of times, still there was no person who could 1v1 her. Fiora repeatedly died and the pressure on the top lane was. So I think they really wanted to play. And meanwhile, the Kassadin also, managed to get a really good early game, which is rare for Kassadin. And
Thanks
this
to Jarvan.
was because of the jungler. And this brings me to the jungler. I would like to say that this game was very jungle diff. And this is... And I know Kassadin was main... Kassadin and Ilaoi were very good, but I don't know... Jarvan played the early game so well. He managed to help he managed to salvage bot lane because they lost blood. And he also snowballed the Kassadin. And I don't know. I think... what do you think?
Yeah, I do think that the pressure Jarvan had was actually really good, and that top lane for Ilaoi was a pretty pleasant lane, I'd say, throughout the whole game. He had a lot of fun, I'm sure, and yeah, that really snowballed the game for Kassadin. And now we should have an MVP.
Les gars, parler des dégâts, moi, le LoL il a bugué, du coup, on peut pas voir les dégâts sur le stream.
Yeah, I do think that the people on the chat cannot see the damage graph, and you should know that Brand and Ilaoi are topping the damage chart, followed by Kassadin.
Brand actually did 35k.7 damage, and Ilaoi... Brand is top damage, actually.
Yeah.
So he did the damage. He did do the damage. And unfortunate that he wasn't able to carry. There's the Sejuani, to me, is really... Like, she did 4,700 damage, which is almost as much as the Thresh did. So to me, that also stands out.
Yeah, so...
No flame,
who should be MVP in your opinion?
Ilaoi played a very clean game. But my personal MVP... And I don't know if everyone agree with that. My MVP is Jarvan, just for the way he played the early game and the way he allowed his team to get the lead that they had.
I'm just gonna ask chat.
Do you not have an opinion?
I don't. Are you judging me?
Sad life. Yes, I am. I'm actually judging you for the fact that you don't have an opinion.
Okay, thanks. That's all I wanted. So, Babsito is saying Ilaoi, and I'm gonna say Ilaoi as well because
you needed someone to say it, so you can say it.
Yeah, because Babs is the best, and if Babs says Ilaoi, then I'm gonna say Ilaoi.
I am really judging you for lacking an...
Yeah, so Ilaoi had had like 100 CS over Fiora alone. I mean, almost alone. And
But it's Ilaoi. But anyway,
yeah,
I agree. Whatever you guys say, I concede my opinion. But Jarvan is the MVP in my heart.
Katal, what's your opinion on that?
Pas sur le stream, bon, je vais me démute. Moi, je pense que. Je sais pas pourquoi, j'aimerais bien le donner à Kassa quand même. J'aimerais bien le donner à Kassadine parce que, mine de rien, Ilaoi, ouais, d'accord, il a fait une très belle game, il est en top lane. Contre Fiora, je sais pas. Je pense que Kassadine a eu plus d'impact que Ilaoi dans la game. Après, je pense que vous voulez Kassa, vous étiez plus dans la game, donc je me fie à votre décision.
Okay, so we have got one Eloy vote, one Kassadin vote, and one Jarvan vote. And on the
I
chat,
really disagree. I really disagree with the Kassadin. Kassadin was disrespectful. He skipped Rod, and he didn't even do as much damage as Brand. And he only managed to get an advantage
so
because of Jarvan.
I said Ilaoi MVP. Voilà. Allez, ciao.
Okay, so Eloy MVP. GG Firoz MVP. Once again.
GG.
On va, bah, tu peux clore le stream.
Il reste une game?
Ouais. BHL Content Cut.
Okay, so this is it for this game, and get ready for the next one because it's gonna be a big one. Even though
Can't come back after the break.
Yay! We've got
Yay.
Uncut Gaming against BHL. Uncut, the new Uncut.
Making a comeback.
Yeah.
Making a run for playoffs.
Stay in tune.